Hello, and welcome back to Cardano Coin, where we bring you the most recent and intriguing ADA news. We're giving away 1,000 ADA to those who are watching. All you have to do is upvote, subscribe, comment Cardano is king and watch the video to the end to be eligible. The winners will be picked next month and publicized on the community page of the channel. There is nothing new beneath the sun. However, Cardano's ascent to $100 appears quite improbable, and it's important to compare an increase inside a cycle to increases in the past. Also, a $100 price forecast for Cardano. It has never been done before to implement ADA. Only a significant Cardano network explosion will allow for the achievement of this objective. Should we maintain our optimism over this unusual opportunity for ADA? Cardano is a cryptocurrency that is well ahead of its rivals and is being developed from a scientific perspective. With regard to technology, in the long run, it might be the most interesting project. Cardano is dominating the cryptocurrency market and has generated big profits, confusing the rest of the altcoin community. Cardano combines cutting-edge technology with decentralized applications to give people more authority. Additionally, they have a superb team of engineers. Being the first platform in this field to be based on peer-reviewed research and empirical techniques is the Network Parade's mission. Its best quality is a clever strategy for reaching consensus. Boris stated that Cardano would permit smart contracts on the platform last year. Many people became interested in cryptocurrencies as a result of this. It was difficult to predict how high Cardano would go because of how many of its admirers were actively promoting it on Twitter. Cardano, one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market value, could immediately compete with Ethereum for fresh market share when the Alonzo hard fork occurred. Cardano is well positioned for a fundraising round. But it won't be much use if Cardano can't fix its issues, which will make it more challenging for him to achieve $100. The cost of cryptocurrencies has significantly decreased during the last few months. However, it appears as though Cardano ADA is about to resume its ascent. Due to the network's impressive holdings, investors are paying closer attention to it. More focus is also being placed on recent events and some intriguing indication moves, such as Donald Sharp's addresses holding 10K to 100K. Although ADA had previously done a decent job of calling the winners, he was sacked in February. Holders of Cardano, on the other hand, have demonstrated a good deal of patience as the network expands despite the price decline. A few months ago, 10 billion Cardano ADA tokens were in the hands of holders who had not sold any of their tokens in at least a year. The amount held was the highest it had been since December 11, 2018. The indicator demonstrated the strong holder mindset present in the Cardano ecosystem. Although the bears are clearly in the lead, cryptocurrency investors frequently utilize social media to convince other users to hang on to their currencies. These are merely attempting to profit from any sense of sorrow you may have. From its all-time high, Cardano ADA is steadily declining. Additionally, holders of the token for more than a year are currently in the red. The value of cryptocurrencies has fallen since their peak. People don't appear to want to part with their investments, therefore they won't see any future profits. But before investors can anticipate a sharp increase in price for Cardano, there is still more work to be done. The blockchain hasn't yet had a game-changing application like Uniswap. The flagship Deke Sunday switch was introduced with technical issues, and the most recent improvement hasn't affected the cost. Also including Cardano's creator. Charles Hoskinson is still defending himself against defamatory accusations that he is attempting to artificially raise the token's price. The overall performance of the ADA token in September was poor, even with buybacks. Investors were quite optimistic that September would show them the end of the tunnel even though the market had a strong start. Most likely, the light at the end of the tunnel is still ahead of us. Cardano ADA did increase by 18% in the first 11 days of the month, but after that it dropped back to its August lows and is currently even worse than before. If past events are any guide, investors' lack of confidence in him is demonstrated by his performance after rebounding from the same short-term support. Because of this, despite strengthening his network, his stock price hasn't really increased. Many performances have slowed down due to the absence of investor trust. A further confirmation that ADA coins have been used less frequently recently is the fact that the 24-hour addresses measure produced the same results, showing a significant decrease in the number of active addresses when taking into account that Cardano will be performing in 2022. These items don't seem all that unusual thus yet. Life for Cardinals isn't always a bed of roses, but it's also not always horrible either. The market value to realized value ratio for ADA has also begun to trend upward. The ratio featured a number of sharp ups and downs, indicating that some significant purchases were profitable following a modest increase. The increase in the NVR/V ratio also shown that there is still some demand, indicating what can be anticipated going forward. Given the current state of affairs, the old coin needs a strong push to win back investors' confidence. It is yet to be seen whether the most recent upgrade would facilitate such. Additionally, the Japanese crypto exchange BidBank has announced that it will offer ADA soon. A listing on a significant exchange, such as BidBank, may also help ADA advance because it will increase liquidity. FTA may be where it is currently due to low investor confidence, but a change could be on the horizon. These dreadful phases have traditionally been experienced by the coin, and it has survived. The prevalence of dumps rather than holes has been one of Cardinal's main concerns. Investors in Cardano sold their ADA coins as soon as they started to profit from them because they wanted quick money. However, investor confidence is high enough to justify the notion that ADA could reach $100. For the price of ADA coins to increase, more investors will have to hold on to them rather than selling them. The cost of the Cardinal started to decline with time, despite the fact that many other coins' prices were rising. Other networks like Solana and Avalanche are currently receiving increasing interest from investors. Cardinal has not yet surpassed the extremely rapid transaction speeds of these networks. Many investors are speculating about if and when the price of the ADA coin will hit $100 now that the sharp losses have fallen below $1. And during the most recent bull market, prices rose from the previous bear market's low point of 10 cents to its highest point ever, $3. That's a 30-fold increase over previously. In a market upturn, here is the potential increase in value of a cryptocurrency like Cardano during the next few months. But these games typically lose more value during succeeding bull markets. The price may rise dramatically if Cardano continues to develop over time and surpasses Ethereum, Solana, or Avalanche as a blockchain. The ADA token would be worth $100 as a result of Cardano needing to be a superior alternative to Ethereum in the future. Even though this is a hopeful forecast, investing in cryptocurrencies still carries some risk, but Cardano's value may increase over the next 5 to 10 years. Each and every Cardano investment. Investors in the Cardano project need to have a lot of faith and confidence in the project, and ADA should be built on a long-term plan. Cardano is one of the most well-liked investments for both small-scale investors and major institutions, despite some short-term difficulties. Despite the fact that the cost of an ADA coin has fluctuated throughout 2022. While it may not be immediately apparent, long-term investors and major institutions are still interested in the project and are showing increased interest. After the productive hard fork upgrade of the vessel a few weeks ago, Cardano transactions are at their highest level since early August after increasing significantly over the past few weeks. Another graph from Asari reveals that Cardano is the second most active blockchain after Bitcoin. The largest investor in the leading cryptocurrency investment fund Grayscale is Cardano. It has 20% of the total fund. According to Garmin Dillo, a cryptocurrency expert, owners of Cardano will profit during the upcoming bull run. The last year building up to where we are now was perhaps the hardest. We are currently preparing for the bear market's finish. It will be unstable and irrational. However, the mist will ultimately part, and Cardano will perform well in the upcoming bull market. Make strategies and maintain your strength, he advised in a video. A well-known YouTuber by the name of Dude has also shown support for cryptocurrencies. Investors, he claimed, would consider coins like Ethereum and Cardano. After that, when intriguing cryptocurrencies reappeared and when they were totally able to do significant modifications, the network has demonstrated that it can be a major participant for a very long time, so we are not just producing large numbers for Cardano ADA. Be steadfast and make a plan. But obviously, what are your thoughts on this? Put them in the comment area below. We'll see you once more in the following video. In the meanwhile, though, you may watch some of our other films to see how Cardano is fulfilling his desire to slay Ethereum, and as always, be sure to click the icons to sign up for notifications.